readiness. I mean, people are getting ready for festival. I know that, but that is the sacrifice required. I have given my examination, but during Diwali also. People are bursting crackers and I'm bursting errant tears because of studies going on. I can't help it, hai na? So even I mean, staying away from my family during my examination of CA final, and people are celebrating Diwali, but I could not celebrate anything because the exams were going on. So at least right now, bacho, during the exams, whatever it is, you need to keep that in mind. Yes, Arya, Bhumika, good evening, bacho. Yeah. So no pain, no gain. Keep that in mind. Whatever you're doing right now, or whatever effort but you're putting right now, whatever sacrifices you're going to do right now, sacrifices you're doing right now, they're all worth it. I'm telling you that. Okay. So every year you can celebrate your birthday, but I hope you every year and after every 6 months you don't want to give your examinations, hai na? So let the distractions or let the events be events, whatever it is, hai na? Let's focus on what is there after 40 days. You know, every time I keep on counting, the number of days are reducing. है ना बच्चों? Yes, Celia, everybody. So don't get disheartened. Take out some time, maybe today or tomorrow, whatever it is, for half an hour, 1 hour here and there. That's it. Nothing else. Why? We have to keep on studying. Please tell your family that Niraj sir has told that I can't be participating in the events much, a lot, at least until November 2023. है कि नहीं बच्चों? Agree, tell all of you. चलेगा? आगे बढ़े हम लोग. All of you. Kamthi, good evening, beta. Shetty, good evening, Dhanushri. Chalo, whoever are live over there. Everybody. Udupi, Mangalore, fatapat. So welcome back to our next session of CA Inter Crash Batch Crash Course presented by Trisha classes in association with my Vivek Malu classes. Yes, everybody. Chalo. And this is CA Niraj Mahajan welcoming you to our next session. What we have already covered. Well, the first day itself, I had covered chapter number 9, including CSR. The next day, we have covered chapter number 10 is audit and auditors. Yes, Celia? Then with the last session, I covered chapter number 5 and 6 together I had covered. That is charges as well as deposits. Clear, Celia? I hope everything was okay. Shreya, Shri Raksha, Moksha. Moksha, we were lost for 2-3 days, na? Samhita. Srujan. Good evening, guys. Good evening. And if at all, as of today also, you are wasting 1 hour on Instagram, then you should be guilty. Okay? You should but you feel guilty. Okay? 40 days if you don't use Instagram, then that is fine, bacho. Okay? Because there is no control over there, honestly. है कि नहीं? Good evening, Vaishnavi. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. All of you here. चलो चालू करें हम लोग. We are in chapter number 8, dividend. After this, I'll jump to chapter number 3 and 4. Okay, everybody, कौन सा वाला? Prospectus and then share capital, and then again chapter 2, 1. 7 I have already done on my channel. Please, you can refer that. Okay. And then one day I want to give it for other laws also. है ना बच्चों? At least general clauses and interpretation I want to cover. Okay, all of you. There is nothing to teach much, but at least important highlights I will give it to you that what all are important things over there. समझा? चलो फटाफट वीडियो को लाइक करो पहले. That is your entry fees बच्चों. Come on. That is your entry fees. वीडियो को लाइक करो फटाफट. Tell me audio video is fine. Siddesh, good evening, beta. Yesterday I could not reply to some of you. Okay, maybe today I'll reply because tomorrow we don't have classes, hai na? Nice modak you will be eating. I don't know what you will be eating at home. What all you eat. I mean, you call different things in different languages. But fine. Let's start. Chalo, padhai pe dhyan dete. Even I'm getting distracted because of the sweets tomorrow, hai na? Sweets and festival. Chalo, aage badh hum log. Declaration and payment of dividend. Hardly 5 sections. Okay, but hardly 5 sections of this chapter. But very interesting, very important also, and there can be, obviously there is a situation for practical questions based on this chapter. Okay, आता है practical question बच्चों, they are asked over here. Yes, all right बच्चों, बढ़े हम लोग आगे. All okay? आ जाओ. Dividend, pay attention. First of all बच्चों, let's very basic things. Let me just clear. See, not all of you were learned. Under me for regular batch. So I have realized that concepts at times are plus minus. Okay, everybody? Those who have learned with me, I am confident of those. Only thing I might be doubtful is your memory. But those who have not learned from me, I don't know then only how much you know. है ना? चलो आगे बढ़े. So dividend बच्चों includes interim dividend. One of the simplest definition, but it has a huge impact. Okay, बच्चों dividend includes what? Interim dividend means what? The entire chapter or all the rules and regulation applicable on dividend will also be applicable on interim dividend, exactly same. whatever rules are applicable on dividend will also be applicable on bachcho interim dividend. So first of all, here I hope you are aware that, or you should be knowing that there is difference between dividend. Difference also I'm saying. Obviously the words are different, no? So there is difference between dividend and interim dividend. But the rules applicable on dividend, the laws applicable on dividend, the compliances applicable on dividend are also equally similarly applicable on interim dividend. Okay, so what is the bachcho difference between dividend and interim dividend? Hai ki nahi bachcho? So dividend, when we use the word dividend, it means final dividend. It means bachcho after finalization of books of accounts. Yes, chill everybody. It is declared in AGM or approved in AGM. Now again, I hope you are aware 102 subsection 2, that is ordinary business. So declaration of dividend is a bachcho ordinary business. Are हाँ या ना? Clear? But the dividend which is not declared in AGM, or the dividend which is not your final dividend, and the dividend which is declared during the financial year, or the dividend which is declared between two AGM is called as interim dividend. That is before finalization of your books of accounts. मुझको बताओ समझ रहे कि नहीं? All of you tell me. Trisha students, come on फटाफट. Udupi, Mangalore, Pune, all of you. फटाफट आगे बढ़े हम लोग बच्चों. Yes, चलो ठीक है. Just Kamte, just once if possible, Arya or Kamte, just share the link of this video in our regular channel also, our in a CA Inter ICA classes group if possible. Varun Beta, good evening. I think you are a new student. I don't know. You were not there earlier. I mean, at least I don't remember. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. चलो, fine. A portion of profits allocated and as payable to shareholders yearly or whenever declared. This whatever is important, but I'll come to that. Okay, pay attention. The company in general meetings. General meeting, I hope you understand meaning of this word, means meeting of the members. May declare dividends, but no dividend shall exceed the amount recommended by the board. That means even the owners, even the members cannot decide the rate of dividend, even if they are the owners, because they have completely given up the management to somebody else. That is board of directors. So the board of directors will decide the exact rate of dividend. First of all, they will decide whether to give dividend or not. And if at all they decide to give, then at what rate the board of directors will decide. Samjha? And this is clear cut given in clause number 80 of table F in schedule 1. I am not sure, but how many of you will be able to tell me what is this? What is this clause 80 table F schedule 1? Anybody can tell me in the comments. What is this clause 80 table F schedule 1? I don't expect question on this in MCQ etc. But still you should be knowing this. This line what we read just now is written in clause 80 table F schedule 1. Come on, bacho, quickly comment. Those of you know it. What is this? Small hint I can give you here. Schedule 1. I hope at least you are aware. Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3, Schedule 7. At least in our syllabus we have Schedule 1, Schedule 3 obviously, and Schedule 7 also we have in the syllabus. Kamte, very good. Abhijit Kamte, good. AOA, very good, bacho. Yes. I am not sure why others were not answering. Okay. MOA, AOA formats are given in Schedule 1. I hope you're at least students. I hope you're at least aware what is the schedule. Shika, good evening, beta. Yes, Arya, correct. Okay. So those are bacho given where? Okay. The Schedule 1 is a part of the act itself, given at the end of the act. Schedule 1 gives you formats of MOA, AOA. Again, I'll give you one more hint. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. First 5 A, B, C, D, E are formats of AOA, are formats of MOA. And next 5 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So F2 or J, whatever it is, but that is what? Format of AOA. कुछ समझा कि नहीं समझा? So A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. And this is F. F means what? AOA. This you should have understood then. So Schedule 1 is formats of MOA, AOA. F is bachcho AOA. And obviously in AOA you have clause. And this clause bachcho says that the dividend cannot be declared or cannot be given at any rate higher than the dividend rate declared by board. So you can't declare dividend. Okay, you can't declare dividend at rate higher than the rate prescribed by board of directors. Samjha, I hope so. Okay. So the entire responsibility, or you can say the authority, final authority, which is given with board of directors. Bodu mein aage? Chalo. So by passing of OR, ordinary resolution. Okay. So again, it is not a very important or very huge decision. Simple ordinary resolution is required for declaration of dividend. Okay. Recommended by board or such lower rates as they may decide. Now the point is other way around. Whatever has the board declared the rate, the members cannot request for more, but the members can mutually decide and declare, or you can say agree for less. Are you getting my point? So you can't have a dividend rate of more than what board has declared, but you can have and you can agree to have dividend at the rate lower than what the board has agreed. I hope you understood. Clear hai? Chalo. Another thing in accounting also you might have done, dividend बच्चों is always calculated on the face value of the share. समझा? चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. चलो. This is all time. Bas, I mean, if it is very important example, I'll take it. Okay. Chalo. The shareholders of the AGM. Sorry, the shareholders at an AGM unanimously means what much 100% consent passed a resolution for payment of dividend at a rate higher than that recommended by the directors. Discuss the validity of the resolution. 100%. The purpose they are putting all of this thing in question. 100% members came together and passed a resolution that we will declare or we approve a rate which is more than the rate given by the directors. Are you all with me? Is this much valid or invalid? This is much invalid. This will not pass. This will not be valid decision. समझा? Because you cannot override the rate given by the board of directors. I hope this is okay. अब बच्चों बोलो हाँ, तो कमेंट करो ना, लाइक करो ना, सेंड इमोजीज. बढ़े आगे चलो. So not allowed because as per clause 80 table F of schedule 1, this says you can't declare a dividend than the rate higher than the declared by the directors. समझा? BOD. आगे बढ़ू मैं बच्चों. चलो. Never expect, I don't expect and CA inter-level difference between interim and final dividend, but you should know that. Okay, check. Interim is declared and paid during an accounting year, during the year. It is what during the year. That is before finalization of accounts for the year. Clear till here? So here means I hope you might be aware your friends who are doing articleship. Right now they are busy in September season, right? Because the audit is yet going on. So when you finalize the books of account, when you're signing it, after that, when you declare the dividend, that is your final dividend. But before signing of the financials, you declare the dividend, bachcho, that is what? Your interim dividend. Hai na? So check. Final dividend is a dividend recommended by the board of directors and approved by shareholders at a company's AGM after the close of financial year. Clear? Aage badhu main? Chalo. Announcement of interim is always by board. Final bachcho dividend is recommended by the board but approved by shareholders. If you remember this is ordinary business. Please understand, है ना? That is what बच्चों ordinary business. समझ रहे हैं ना? All of you okay with me? अरे बोलो हाँ. ठीक है. Time of declaration बच्चों before preparation of FS interim and after preparation of FS for final. समझा? Revocation. It can be revoked. Which one बच्चों? Interim can be revoked with the consent of all shareholders. But this is very, very, very important. Just like bonus shares once declared, you cannot revoke or cannot cancel. Similarly, बच्चों dividend once declared cannot be revoked or cancelled in any circumstances. You have to pay the money to the shareholders. Okay. Again, whenever I declare, whenever I compare bonus shares and dividend, what is beneficial to the shareholders? Tell me quickly. And why? Whenever we declare bonus and bonus shares or dividend, what is more beneficial to the shareholders? Tell me. Bonus shares or dividend? Tell me, बच्चों. Both of it is बच्चों for benefit of shareholders only, ना? अरे हाँ है ना? Thank you, Abhijit. Dividend बच्चों is more, you can say, beneficial to the shareholders. Why? Because they can actually literally getting cash. In bonus shares, there is no wealth increase for the shareholders. In bonus shares, there is no wealth increase for the shareholders. Okay, बच्चों? हुआ? आगे बढ़ूं मैं? चलो. Then interim dividend which is allowed only when the AOA permits. है ना? Interim dividend. It doesn't require any specific provisions in the articles for what? Final dividend declaration. समझा? So to declare interim dividend, we require much provisions in AOA. But to declare final dividend, we don't require any provisions in the AOA. बढ़े आगे अपन बच्चों आगे चलेगा? चलो. Types of dividend just now we have declared. Just now we have understood बच्चों. Depending on the time after finalization of books of accounts or FS, in a final dividend. Before बच्चों finalization of books of account, it is what? Interim dividend. समझा बच्चों? आगे बढ़ो मैं. अरे हाँ. So it is declared at AGM. Which one? Final dividend. Any dividend which is declared other than at AGM is what? Interim dividend. अरे हाँ. चलो. The BOD is declared dividend between two AGMs, which will be called as interim dividend. अरे हाँ है ना? Clear till here? चलो. The declaration of interim dividend is done out of profits before final adoption of the accounts by the shareholders. मतलब before it is finally adopted by the shareholders. What it मतलब who? The FS. है ना? Before it is finalized. Okay, and therefore interim dividend is said to be declared and paid between two AGMs. Declaration of interim dividend shall be ratified means what? Approved. Ratified means subsequent approval at the ensuing AGM by the members. Ensuing means the one AGM which is going to happen or appear. है ना? See, pay attention. During the financial year, during the financial year, the BODs can declare interim dividend. So that will be ratified later on when the actual meeting is conducted of the members. Yes, everybody? Samjha? Trisha, guys, I hope at least you will share the link of the video with your respective groups. Tell everybody to join, bacho. I think I'm not there in some of your groups. Okay? I'm not there. So at least you share and tell them to join. Samjha? Bade aage. And I have been asking you that if at all you want a particular topic to get that covered first, you can always comment. I'm asking you always. Okay, you did not comment. That's why I told you I'll take 5, 6 and 8 now. You know? So please tell me as per your priority which one you want before. चलेगा? चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Okay. This is never asked. Preference shareholders and all of that in dividend. Cumulative dividend and this and that. So that is again not important. चलेगा? All right. Here, we are going to also have obviously you are going to have preference shares, cumulative, non-cumulative, dividend is accumulated or dividend is not accumulated. है कि नहीं? But in equity, you are going to have which type of equity shares? Your normal. है ना बच्चों? That is also called as ordinary, by the way. Ordinary. अरे हाँ यार, ordinary equity shares. And बच्चों what? Differential voting rights. बच्चों, who is going to get more dividend? Who is बच्चों going to get more dividend? Ordinary equity shares or DVR equity shares? But your DVR equity shares is going to get more dividend. That is the agreement. Okay, everybody? अरे हाँ यार, whatever you want the company wishes to declare. But whatever is declared of that little bit more will also बच्चों be given to whom? Differential voting right? Equity shares. समझा? आगे बढ़ूँ मैं? Everybody? चलो. Now this thing is again repeated. फटाफट. The rate of dividend. Okay, pay attention. Now the rate of dividend on equity is recommended by the board. By the board, not members. And may vary year to year. Obviously, there can be against whatever situations. There can be COVID or fall in the industry or foreign policies or war, etc. For any reason, the company may think this year let's not declare dividend. That may happen. That had it had happened a lot in the case of COVID. But the next year when it was all okay after wave 2, wave 3 also, then lots of companies gave more dividend also. Samjha? So depends बच्चों on case to case or company to company and year to year basis. There is no fixed rate for all the years. Clear till here? Depending on the situation, the decision will be taken by board. But आगे बढ़ूँ मैं. Let's go ahead. So rate of dividend, बच्चों, honestly, now please pay attention. This question is never asked, but you should know it. So the rate of dividend depends upon dividend policy. Policy means their understanding, their you can say strategy, their vision. है ना? So dividend policy and obviously common sense, availability of profits. Dividend बच्चों, I hope this much you understand. Basic एकदम बच्चों. Cash is paid. क्या बोला मैंने? What is paid? Cash is paid. अरे हाँ या ना? So that much cash available should also be there. And plus you are going to utilize reserves from which one बच्चों? General reserves, that is free reserves. So profit should be shown in your financial or short profit should be there in your financials. Only then you can declare dividend. अरे हाँ. Okay, till here. बढ़ो आगे. ठीक है. Let's go ahead, everybody. So let's now start with one of the first sections. 123, declaration of dividend. बढ़ो मैं आगे. चलो. Company can declare dividend for a financial year only out of what are the sources? Current and profits after depreciation. You should always provide for depreciation. Okay, even if it is non-cash expenditure, that is the reason you should always first provide for depreciation. Okay, Delia? So whatever profits you see from that, reduce first what? Depreciation. Clear? Then that is point number 1. Or out of profits of the company for any previous financial year, you again free reserves which are reflecting profits or which are showing what? Profits of the earlier year. So out of profits of the company for any previous financial year or years arrived at after providing for depreciation in accordance with the provisions of that subsection and remaining undistributed. So same thing. Even if it is earlier years, you take earlier years profit, reduce that year's depreciation first. If you're taking if you're utilizing current year profit, so first reduce depreciation. Samjha of the current year. Samjha? So you can take current year's profit or you can also take previous year's profits to declare dividend. Okay? Or both of the above. Some from your, and if it is little bit insufficient, you can take some from the earlier years also. अरे हाँ या ना? ठीक है? एवरीबॉडी आगे बढ़ेंगे हम लोग बच्चों, ठीक है। और in some cases, especially government companies, money provided by CG or SG for the purpose of declaration of dividend or payment of dividend. So in some cases, special companies or can say government companies, it may happen or that government is paying money, to the company so that the company can pay out dividend to its members. हुआ? चलो. Other points. Before declaration of any dividend, carried over previous losses. मतलब in the current year you have profit, but earlier years you had losses. Can you declare dividend in the current year? Yes. अरे हाँ है ना. Again I'm repeating. Current year you have profit, sufficient profit. Okay? And earlier years but you had losses. So in the current year, can you declare dividend? Yes. But first, before declaring dividend, you should again provide for. Means reduce. What bacho? Earlier years losses and depreciation. Check. So carried over previous losses and depreciation not provided earlier are required to be set off against profits of the company for the current year. Yes, clear? सभी को notes मिलेगा बच्चों, all of you. Varun and all of you, fake person, whoever it is, fake person, beta. Yes. I hope all of you got the notes and all of that. है कि नहीं? हाँ. Otherwise, obviously, you can use the ICS study material. That is completely fine. समझा क्या? ओ नलायको. Then I discussed lots of time, but I am not sure students understand. So please write down this or you can know or whatever it is, but keep this in mind. What is unabsorbed depreciation? Unabsorbed depreciation. Okay, everybody? It is the depreciation relating to the year of losses. It is with the depreciation relating to the year of losses. Okay, everybody? Which could not be utilized or absorbed because you had losses. Okay, everybody? बढ़े आगे हम लोग. चलो ठीक है, fine. So in the current year you have profit, but earlier years you have losses. Then you will use current year profit, but from that you will reduce last year's losses. Earlier year's losses as well as earlier year's depreciation. Only then you are allowed to whatever amount remains. From that you can declare dividend. चलेगा आगे बढ़ूं मैं. चलो. In computing profits from which you're going to declare dividend, any amount representing unrealized gains, notional gains, or revaluation of asset at a time pass. Is there actual profit? You revalued the land from 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs. Now you see, bacho, what more profit of 5 lakhs. Is that, bacho, but actually profit which you have earned? No, that is just revaluation profit. So we will not utilize any amount of profits which is coming out of revaluation. Very, 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 very important. Okay. So we'll exclude that. समझा कि नहीं समझा? Then capital profits, sale of capital assets, sale of fixed asset, बच्चों. Again, those profits will you utilize. So dividend बच्चों is to be paid out of what profits? Your revenue profits. अरे हाँ, day-to-day activities. समझा? चलो. So capital profits are not as same as distributable profits because they are not earned in the normal course of business, and therefore not only बच्चों not available for distribution as dividend. Clear? Oh nalaiko. Yes. This thing they have given nicely also in your ICS study material. Need to provide for depreciation. Means I'm talking about unabsorbed depreciation. Okay. So again, you can read it for your own knowledge, but right now we don't have time for that. So it's okay. I have given in small. What is unabsorbed depreciation? Depreciation which related to your year of loss. This is also a connection with your PGBP. अरे हाँ या ना? Should I ask you a question, बच्चों? For how many years can you बच्चों carry forward unabsorbed depreciation? पूछो कि नहीं तुमको? सर लॉ में टैक्स मत मिस करो. हाँ बोलो मुझको. टेल मी गाइस. यस भूमिका करेक्ट. अगर याद ना जाए तो बोल देना. अनलिमिटेड ना, एन नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स. बराबर है. ये आ जाए तो ठीक था. वेरी गुड काम टे. चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग बच्चों. मस्त पढ़ाई करो तुम लोग. Unabsorbed virtual depreciation can be carried forward in income tax for infinite number of years. Okay. एक बार चेक कर लो बाबा. Yes भूमिका correct बेटा. Check in the comments now. Abhijit commented. Everyone is sending messages now. Those who are typing 8 years. Okay, sorry to what break your confidence. Anyway, no problem. But you should remember, ठीक है? At least my concern to use that. Okay. चलो ठीक है ना. Fine. चलो Doraemon Mechanics Limited owns a plot of land which was purchased long before. As the property rates are going up, it decided to revalue the plot at fair market value, which is moderately 10 times, my goodness, the original price, thus resulting in a revaluation profit of 20 lakhs. The BODs is keen to utilize this 20 lakhs along with free reserves of 24 lakhs for declaration of dividend at the coming AGM to be held on so and so. But according to Proviso 123(1)(a), the amount of 20 lakhs, but which one it is, that revaluation profits cannot be considered as, it does not form part of free reserve. Free reserves, if you all look at the definition, acha, that income tax you're talking about, Abhijit, income tax summary notes na? Oh yeah, income tax ka summary notes bhi hai. Correct. Is that helpful, useful? Have you yourself used? Because I had prepared and I had not checked only. If at all you have gone through it, then I can share with these guys also. By the way, I'm live on 2-3 channels right now. That's why I'm checking all the messages. Okay, so don't worry if at all you don't see some person's name in the comment. Okay, so the realization of profit cannot be utilized. Okay, for payment of that is not real profit only. Okay, Abhijit, ठीक है, fine. I'll share बच्चों. I'll share that income tax notes also then. चलेगा. Just for your. Okay, well, that's nice, Abhijit. Good. Okay. I'll share बच्चों. Okay, Abhijit has given me positive review for my own notes. I'll upload on the app, beta. एक काम करो, I'll upload on the app. चलेगा? In free note section, I'll upload it. You can from there you can check. Today also again tonight I will send a broadcasting message. चलेगा सबको? Whoever's number I have stored, you will get the message, and I hope you have stored my number. I'll share the link also in the app. You can see free MCQs are there. By the way, I hope you are aware. All of you are live right now, and some of you already tried. Arya, can see your scores. That there's good scores, beta. Good, keep it up. Abhi you're already given only, है ना? So there are income tax. I'm teaching law right now, but there are income tax MCQs also on the app, free of cost, which you can try. Okay, and then the notes also income tax का रहेगा. तो see, it doesn't matter. You learn from anybody. If it is going to help you, then you can utilize. Okay, that is completely your choice. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ूँ मैं. Transfer to reserves. The company may transfer such percentage of profit to reserves before declaration of dividend as it may consider necessary. That means, is it compulsory to transfer to reserves? No. So any amount they want to transfer to reserves, that is completely what? Voluntarily and at their own choice. See, Doraemon में क्या हो गया बच्चों? Bhumika, check. Doraemon had property, they revalued it. So the reversion profit is how much? 20 lakhs. And already in reserves, they had balance of 24 lakhs, free reserves. So now they say 20 lakhs of revaluation profit and 24 lakhs of free reserves, total 44 lakhs we can utilize to give dividend. The answer is no. Because the revaluation profit is not part of free reserves. The revaluation profit is not part of free reserves. Samjha bachcho? That's why we can't use revaluation profit for declaration of dividend. This is accounting entry. But common sense, bachcho, what logic will we understand? We give only from revenue profits, not from revaluation profits. है ना? The revaluation बच्चों हो कैसे रहा है? It is revaluation of capital asset only ना? है कि नहीं? Clear? छोड़ बढ़े हम लोग आगे. Transfer to बच्चों reserves is compulsory. Answer is no. Whatever rate you want to declare at, that is your choice. You want to transfer to reserves or not, that is again your choice. That is completely okay. There is no rule or law. Samjha? Chalo. So such transfer, by the way, is not mandatory, and the percentage to be transferred to reserves also is at the complete discretion, means all about the choice of the company. हुआ? आगे बढ़े हम लोग? चलो. Max Limited proposes to transfer more than 10% of the profits of the company to the reserves for the current year before declaration of dividend at the rate of 12%. Can the company do so, bachcho? Absolutely yes. They want to transfer amount of 10% to reserves, but declare dividend at the rate of 12%. First of all, it is not compulsory only to transfer the amount to reserves. So even if they're transferring, it is completely their choice. It can be high or it can be more or less than the dividend rate. Samjha? Transfer to reserves is not compulsory. Clear? Badhu aage? Chalo. Let's come to the main part. Declaration of dividend out of accumulated profits. This we have already covered or not? Check. What do you mean by accumulated profit? Means earlier years profits. Means what बच्चों? Earlier years profit. अरे हाँ या ना? ठीक है? Where a company because of owing means what? Because of inadequacy or absence of profits. Why they use so many sort of technical words, है ना? Basically loss. Where a company because of inadequacy means insufficient or completely loss in any financial year. That means, is there any profit which available in the current year to declare profits or to declare dividend? No. That means if you don't have profit in the current year, Can you but you still declare dividend? Tell me this. That is very, very important question. This is again one of the small things which should be covered in your mind, that in the year of loss, if the company has lost, still to maintain the goodwill, the company can declare dividend. दिमाग में रहेगा all of you? Tell me फटाफट. All of you okay till here? समझा कि नहीं समझा? Again I'm repeating one more time. Even if there is a loss to the company, just to maintain goodwill, image of the company can declare dividend even if they are making losses. समझा? So the common sense is now, if the dividend बच्चों can be declared only out of profits, and in the current year the company has lost, then how can that company declare dividend? From where? What is the source? It is earlier years profits. समझा कि नहीं समझा? It is बच्चों what? Earlier years profit, that is free reserves, accumulated profits. Okay everybody? अरे बोलो हाँ. चलो. So when the company proposes to declare dividend out of accumulated profits earned by it in the previous years and transfer to free reserves, such declaration of dividend shall be made only in accordance with Rule 3. Please by heart this. Some rules are very important. Okay, like for example, Rule 13 is for prospectus chapter. Is for Rule 13 is for commission. Correct here. And Rule 3 over here and dividend is for what? In case of you're declaring dividend out of free reserves, accumulated profits, है ना? Accumulated profits. Exception to our rule. That means even if you have current year loss and you want to declare dividend out of accumulated profits, then you don't have to follow Rule 3. Who are these companies? CG or SG okay, holding entire share capital of the company. Such a company in whom or under whom 100% of the capital बच्चों is owned by government. Clear till here all of you? समझे क्या? Central government or state government. So it is 100% government company. Understood? बढ़ो आगे. चलो. Dividend shall be declared or paid by company only from its free reserves. That is the reason you should know a little bit of definition of free reserves. Okay. So whatever is eligible in free reserves, only from there you can transfer it the amount to dividend or paid dividend. समझा? चलो. No other reserve. कुछ भी बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Capital, no capital reserve, this reserve, redemption reserve, nothing. हुआ? आगे बढ़ो मैं. Everybody, बच्चों. ठीक है. वीडियो हैंग हुआ क्या? थोड़ा थोड़ा हो रहा है कभी कभी. नहीं ना? कभी कभी लग रहा है. अच्छा दैट इज नेट इशू आई थिंक. कभी कभी समटाइम्स. कभी कभी. चलो बढ़े आगे. Declaration of dividend by set off of previous losses and depreciation against the profits of the company for the current year. This is already covered. If in the current year you have profits but earlier year you had losses, so from the current year profits you can declare dividend only after providing that is reducing for earlier year's losses and depreciation. Chalo, Rule 3 by star mark, star mark, star mark. Important. Ready? We are coming to one of the most important part of this chapter now. Very important. Ready? Following conditions shall be fulfilled. Following conditions shall be fulfilled before declaring dividend out of free reserves. Reserves means what? I am declaring profit. I am declaring dividend out of earlier years. I am declaring dividend out of what? Earlier years. Are hi ya na? All of you okay? I don't have current year profit. That's why I am declaring dividend out of previous years. Previous year's profits. That is accumulated profits. All of you okay? But again. Okay. The rate of dividend declared shall not exceed the average of the rates at which dividend was declared by it in the 3 years immediately preceding the current year. That means the year in which you are declaring dividend. That particular years, in that year you are declaring dividend. So the rate of dividend shall not exceed average of last 3 years. And whatever rate you are declaring in the last 3 years of that bacho, you will take average 3. And you will take the average of last 3 years. And whatever the rate comes to, whatever the rate comes to, more than that, the company cannot declare. Samjha? So there is a limit, upper limit on the rate of dividend. Then, however, this rule shall not apply if the company has not declared any dividend in each of the last 3 years. Common sense. I mean, if in the last each of the last 3 years you have not declared dividend at all, then what will the average rate, which will come to 0? And then can you prohibit the company from declaring dividend? No. So if the company has declared dividend in the last 3 years, whatever the average comes to, or from that, we can't declare more than that. Samjha? आगे बढ़े? चलो. Dividend बच्चों we have already covered. It will not be बच्चों more than average of last 3 years. चलो आगे. The total amount to be drawn from बच्चों, where are you going to draw? Free reserves. That is your accumulated profits. The amount which you are going to withdraw from accumulated profits. Okay, draw means what? Withdraw. Shall not exceed 1/10. Important, please understand, guys. Please expect questions on this, huh? And then student says the balance sheet is given, tables are given in law, then how do we solve? Not all those practical questions are coming from theory only, concept only. Just like income tax is practical, but based on some law only, na? Same story. So बच्चों withdrawal limit is how much? Withdrawal limit is how much? 1/10 max of the sum of its PUC and FR. अरे हाँ, pay attention. From which account you are going to withdraw? Your accumulated profits. How much you are going to withdraw maximum? 10% of PUC plus FR. अरे कुछ समझा कि नहीं? That is what you were talking about. What? Withdrawal limit. Check. 10% of paid up plus FR. That means you can withdraw from free reserves. Sorry, from accumulated profits. Jipa? All of you okay till here? I always give the example in the class also about ATM withdrawal. That at a time, how much can you withdraw? है ना? That is a withdrawal. That is a limit or no? There is a withdrawal limit for the same. है ना? So 10% of paid up plus FR. That means you can withdraw from accumulated profits maximum. समझा? आगे. The amount so drawn now. Now whatever you are making adjustments of, shall be first utilized towards set of losses. In the current year you have losses. That's why you're touching the accumulated profits. है कि नहीं? So drawn shall be first utilized towards a set of losses incurred in the financial year in which the dividend is declared before any dividend is in respect of equity share is declared. So before actually giving the dividend or declaring the dividend, you will have to adjust what बच्चों? Current year losses. Adjust means what? Reduce current year losses from the amount so withdrawn. Samjha? That means keep it aside. Okay? The balance of reserves now. Now pay attention. The balance. This is another point. Completely different point. This I call it as minimum account balance point. Minimum account balance. Whenever you open a bank account, the banks at times tells you have to keep rupees 500 minimum. Otherwise will charge you penalty. That is minimum account balance. Samjha ki nahi bachcho? So same story here. So the balance of reserve is now which reserves? Your accumulated profits. Accumulated. The balance of reserves from where you're going to pay the dividend. No? So the balance of reserves after such withdrawal shall not fall below 15% of paid up capital as appearing in the latest audited financial statements. So withdrawal limit is 10% of PUC plus FR. But minimum account balance of reserves is what? 10% of PU, 15% of PUC. Paid up capital. कुछ समझा कि नहीं? All of you okay here? बच्चों, do you want me to repeat? बोलो. Otherwise, we are going to solve an example only here. Bhumika, Arya, Abhijit, all of you tell me who are there online. बढ़वा क्या मैं? Everybody? So balance of reserve बच्चों will not fall below 15% of paid up capital. समझा? Withdrawal how much can I do बच्चों? 10%. चलो. Can we solve one question? Everybody, are you all with me? चलेगा? चलो. Capricorn Industries Limited has PUC of 200 lakhs. चलो. I hope you can see on the screen. PUC बच्चों how much can you see PUC? 200 lakhs. चलेगा? PUC. Accumulated reserves is of 240 lakhs. चलेगा? Everything in lakhs. Fine. Loss for the current year मान लो is what? 30 lakhs. Loss is 30 lakhs. That means do you have बच्चों any profit in the current year? No. Dividend was declared at the following rates in the last 3 years. 9%, 10%, 12%. What is the maximum rate at which the company can declare dividend for the current year? This is also solved in ICS Study Metal, but I can have kept little bit numbers here open so we can write ourselves. कुछ समझा कि नहीं बच्चों? All of you okay? So tell me, what are you all given in the data? PUC is given, then accumulated reserves are given, current year losses is also given, and last 3 years rate is also given. That means first of all you should understand we have to use rule 3 because we are using accumulated profits to declare dividend in the current year. In the year of loss, but you are declaring dividend from accumulated reserves, you are taking the money. That's why you have to use rule 3. Now what does rule 3 say? First of all, what is the rate of dividend? But what is the rate of dividend? Check. Not more than average of last 3 years. So 9 plus 10 plus 12. You can keep the calculator with you. Okay. 9 plus 10 plus 12 divided by 3. Okay. The numbers at times are ready made in front of you, but very good, Bhumika. Bhumika has already given answer in comment. Very good. It is not more than 10.33. Good. Others also you can give the comments quickly. Okay. The rate of dividend, bachcho, the rate of dividend shall not exceed what, bachcho? 10.33%. Now, face value, na bachcho? Are haan, face value. All of you. Bachcho, how much is my amount, total amount of face value here? 200 lakhs. Are haan, na? Everybody, I hope you're understanding. We calculate dividend, bachcho, on face value. Yes? हुआ कि नहीं? So my face value बच्चों is shown here in which amount or which क्या बोलते हैं उसको figure. 200 lakhs is my face value because that is my paid up capital. अरे हाँ है ना बच्चों? okay. So check maximum amount of dividend which can be declared. That means how much money we require, or if at all I want to declare the rate of dividend 10.33, then how much money do I require? So 200 lakhs बच्चों into what? 10.33. Are you all with me? फटाफट एक बार बताओ. You can always please comment, go ahead or repeat. Okay, otherwise I will never understand you are there or not there with me. समझा? भूमिका understood? All of you okay with me बच्चों? है ना? आगे बढ़ूं मैं? चलो ठीक है. आ जाओ. कहाँ पे हम लोग? So maximum amount of dividend which can be declared 200 lakhs into 10.33. How much बच्चों? Is it 22.66 or 20.66? 20.66 ना बच्चों? Ouch. Yes. 20.66 lakhs I require. समझा क्या? That is the amount I can declare. हुआ? Now that is the amount I require बच्चों. समझा? Now from where? What is my withdrawal limit बच्चों? Withdrawal limit from free reserves. How much is my free reserves? 240 lakhs. How much can I withdraw बच्चों? That just now we have seen 10% of paid up plus FR. यानी हाँ या ना? 10% of paid up plus FR. If you have to just now check ना here बच्चों. 10% of paid up plus FR. So what is paid up plus FR is how much बच्चों? 200 plus 240. 200 plus 240 lakhs is बच्चों how much? 440 lakhs. अरे हाँ या ना? Fine. You all with me बच्चों? Everybody. चलेगा? So how much can I withdraw? 10%. I hope you understand that. This is my withdrawal limit. See, all these things are very much possible in MCQ. That's why I'm solving it. समझा क्या? हाँ. So how much it comes to बच्चों? How much can I withdraw money wise? 44 lakhs. चलो ठीक है. This I got my withdrawal limit. But the first thing बच्चों I'm going to do is what? Is adjust my current year losses. My current year बच्चों losses how much? 30 lakhs. Okay, मैं बच्चों current year losses बच्चों how much? 30 lakhs. गई भैंस पानी में. 30 lakhs. है ना current year loss. So the amount actually available with me is how much बच्चों? 14 lakhs. हाय है ना बच्चों? 14 lakhs. समझा कि नहीं समझा? Now please understand. How much I had in my free reserves? 240 lakhs. Are you all with me? How much बच्चों our amount is there बच्चों in my free reserves? 240 lakhs earlier. Now from that, if I utilize 14 lakhs, what will be बच्चों my balance? 226 ना? अरे हाँ या ना? 240 minus 14. 226. Check here. Thus, the amount of dividend is बच्चों restricted to what? 14 lakhs. Now my current reserves is बच्चों how much originally? I'm running at 240 lakhs. How much do I propose to withdraw बच्चों from here? 14 lakhs. अरे हाँ या ना? है कि नहीं? So what will बच्चों be my balance of my reserves after withdrawal? 226 lakhs. And what does the law say? How much should be the balance बच्चों in the free reserves? It should be बच्चों minimum. It should not come down below 15% of its paid up. How much बच्चों my paid up? 200 lakhs. है ना? उसका बच्चों 15% is how much? 30 lakhs. बोलो बराबर कि नहीं? 200 बच्चों into what? 15%. Correct. At the times of pressure and tension, you use calculator बच्चों है ना? Even if you don't have faith. बराबर 30 lakhs. Is my balance coming down 30 lakhs बच्चों? No, my balance is बच्चों very much. 226 lakhs. So am I worried about that 15% balance? No. So basically बच्चों how much money can I use finally? Confirm 14 lakhs. So now tell me what will be the बच्चों my rate of dividend? Simple. I can use 14 lakhs है ना? For the face value or paid up of 200 lakhs into 100. So 14 upon 200 into 100. 7% बच्चों will be my maximum rate of dividend. I hope you understand this all these calculations. नहीं समझा तो एक बार प्लीज क्या बोलते रिवाइज कर लेना वीडियो. You can reverse the video. हुआ? ऑल ओके बच्चा? ओ नालायको. ठीक बढ़ आ गए हम लोग बच्चों. ठीक है. This question बच्चों will always be asked, everybody, that what is the rate of dividend the company can declare at in the current year, or what rate it can go ahead or not go ahead. Okay, these questions can be asked, so please be careful. You simply have to take average of last 3 years. हुआ? चलो. Depositing of amount of dividend. The amount of dividend including interim dividend. Underline this. Students still make mistake. The amount of dividend which including the interim dividend shall be transferred to a separate bank account. Please again underline scheduled bank, separate bank account. Okay, in many cases, Section 39 also allotment. You have to transfer the bachcho application money in a separate bank account of the scheduled bank. Similarly, here, once you declare the dividend, let it be interim or final also. Please understand this also, interim also. So whenever you declare interim dividend or final dividend, bachcho, within 5 days, you will transfer the money payable, the dividend payable, in a separate bank account of a scheduled bank. Samjha? Everybody? Within how many days? Within 5 days. From the date of this declaration. Exception, 100% government company. Samjha? Everybody. Clear till here? Alright, chalo. Interim dividend बच्चों this I have already discussed this, है ना? चलो आ जाओ. Now, interim dividend बच्चों from where you pay? Surplus in P&L or out of profits of the financial year in which the interim dividend is sought to be declared, है ना? Or out of profit generated in the financial year till the quarter preceding the interim dividend declaration date. That is from the current year. And हाँ बच्चों, whatever shown in your P&L, or you can say up to the just earlier quarter. Now, whenever you're declaring the dividend, let us say you're declaring the dividend in the month of August. So, what is the earlier quarter which got over? June end. And for the month of August, what is the earlier quarter which got over? June end. So, whatever profits are lying as on June end, from that also, but you can declare dividend. Samjha? All of you. बच्चों. ठीक है कि नहीं? बढ़ू आगे. हाँ, चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Then, again star mark. If the company has incurred loss in the current financial year, can it declare interim dividend? Answer is still yes. So please keep in mind, even in the case of year of losses, you can declare dividend. Okay, yeah, you can declare interim also. If the company has incurred loss during the current financial year up to the end of quarter, immediately preceding the date of declaration of dividend, then again, bachcho, all your rates, rules of rule 3 similar which will be applicable. Check. Then such interim dividend shall not be declared at a rate higher than the average of last 3 years. Okay. What did I say? That means, let us say, if at all you are declaring dividend, you know, in the month of August. Samjha kya? Let me write down here. August 23, you are declaring the dividend. Samjha? What is the immediately preceding quarter? 30th June 23. As on this date, if in the financials it is showing loss, and if still if at all you want to declare dividend, interim dividend, you can do that. But for that, you have to follow this rule that here the rate of dividend shall not exceed average of last 3 years. All of you okay? Everybody? Oh, like oh. Bolo. ठीक है ना? All of you tell me फटाफट. सब चंगा, सब अच्छा, सब बढ़िया. बोलो. ठीक है और नो? Everybody okay डलिया? बड़े आगे हम लोग. चलो. The same story was already which you have covered. Once the interim dividend is declared, then within 5 days, बच्चे will transfer to a separate bank account. हुआ गया? चलो. Payment of dividend important. जहाँ जहाँ important है, I'll बच्चों highlight quickly. Okay? बच्चों, okay? Payment of dividend. Yeah. Dividends are payable in cash. That is not in kind. You can't give gold coins, mobile phones, nothing else. Car, bikes, etc. as dividend or flat or etc. You can pay बच्चों commission to underwriter. You can pay commission, etc. You can pay commission बच्चों in kind is allowed for shares and debentures. 124.4 किसके लिए बेटा? पेमेंट. Which law are you talking about, Karthik? Whatever it is. Where were we? Payment. Chalo, fatabat. So how will you make the payment? Only in liquid form. That is what's your cash, nothing in kind. Okay. Or check or dividend warrant or electronic mode. That dividend is payable to the shareholder in cash, may be paid by check or so and so, or electronic means. Okay. Then, in case dividend is paid by issuing dividend warrants. Warrants बच्चों is like rights given to the shareholder that he can. That is after expiry of 30 days is 7 days. So wait for that. Hold on. Okay, wait a second. मैंने क्या बोला? If the dividends are paid through issuing like dividend warrants, it is like bearer check. That means whoever gets that warrant and he just have to show it to the bank, he will get the dividend. It is like, for example, like I said, check. समझा? Dividend warrants. Practically speaking, you got the dividends in account only, bank account. समझा? Okay, मैंने क्या बोल रहा था? What was I saying? So in case the dividend is paid by issuing or sending dividend warrants, such warrants must be posted at registered address to whom? The member within the time limit. What is the time limit, bachcho? Of 30 days. How many? How much, bachcho? 30 days. So once you declare the dividend, you have to make the payment from your account. It should go, and the other party will receive it, bachcho. But it should go from your account in how many days, bachcho? 30 days. समझा क्या बच्चों? All of you okay till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. So once posted, it is immaterial whether the same are received or not received within 30 days by the shareholders or not. Very important. Very important. How is the dividend paid, bachcho? In this example we are discussing, it is issuing or sending by post dividend warrant. Dividend warrant, bachcho, is like a check given to the shareholder. All of you okay till here? तो यहाँ पे कंपनी की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है? What is the responsibility of company? To dispatch it within the 30 days. It is not, company is not responsible that shareholder should receive it within 30 days. No. Very important. Even bachcho, if it sends on 30th day, completely okay. The shareholder bachcho will receive on 40th day. He will put in bank in 50th day. He'll get in his account 60th day. Completely okay. What is our responsibility as a company? We should send, dispatch within 30 days. And we are not responsible to, so we are not responsible for receipt within the 30 days. Samjha? It may also happen that shareholder did not get only the dividend warrant. Very much possible. Are all of you okay? फटाफट बताओ, फटाफट. वीडियो को लाइक कर दो बच्चों if you are new students here. फटाफट. All of you. बढ़ो आगे. Everybody. चलो. This is important. Star mark करके रखो इसको. Questions can be asked on this. Dividend shall be payable only to registered shareholder of the share or to his order or to his banker. I mean, that means he can give advice to whom it should be paid, okay, or to the banker. That directly make payment to the bank. A purchaser of shares whose name is not yet entered in ROM cannot claim payment. This but will declare as it is later on. Okay, everybody? See, okay, of dividend to him, though he might have made full payment to the seller of shares. This is but a clear-cut example that shareholder is not a member. Dividend bachcho is always paid to the member. And who is a member whose name is mentioned in ROM? What is ROM? Register of members. The person who just has purchased shares but his name is not yet entered in ROM is called as shareholder, not a member. Bouncer. Bouncer gaya. Bolo fatapat. Bouncer. Huh? Everybody? बोलो बच्चों, समझा कि ऊपर से गया? Everybody got it or no? बच्चों, ठीक है ना? Fine. Nidhi company is again time pass. You can just quickly read it. What does Nidhi company say? In case of Nidhi company, subject to any dividend payable in cash, will be paid by crediting the account of the member if the dividend is not claimed within 30 days from the date of the declaration of dividend. See, Nidhi company, which all the accounts are maintained with the company itself. It is like money taken from members and loan given to members only within themselves. So you will just credit what? Credit to the account of the member. If not actually sent the courier and all of that. That is completely okay. बढ़ गए हम लोग? चलो. Everybody. चलो. As per section 51, 49 के बाद 50, 51, 52 ना, 49, 50, 51. Correct. All of them which are related about calls. So as per 51, a company may, if so authorized by its articles, pay dividend in proportion to amount paid up on each share. Important. Dividend will be paid, but only in proportion of the amount paid on the face value. Clear earlier? If it is not fully paid. Suppose some shareholders have paid only rupees 5, and face value being rupees 10. In such a case, if the actual dividend is declared at the rate of rupees 5 per share, then what will happen here? The company who is authorized by this article shall be justified in paying rupees 2.5 per share in respect of such partly paid shares. समझा बच्चों? So the shareholder has paid only some amount on the face value, then whatever proportion which he has paid, only that much proportion will get of the dividend also. अरे हाँ है ना? Clearly, everybody? Dividend shall be paid only in cash. You can't just use your just entry in the books of accounts and say dividend has been paid. There has to be compulsory what debit to your bank account. समझा? All of you. बढ़ो आगे, बढ़े हो बच्चों आगे. हाँ. Last one, dividend बच्चों does not affect the company's power to issue fully paid bonus shares, and such bonus shares cannot be issued in lieu of dividend. Means you declare dividend and you pay bonus shares or give bonus shares. That is बच्चों valid? No. I'll always बच्चों tell you that dividend बच्चों has what? More value than bonus shares, because really in that case the shareholder is getting cash. So cash has more value बच्चों than a free of cost bonus share. Okay. बढ़ो आगे बच्चों. Bus. 123.6. 120. The company which fails to comply with section 73 important. 73. Deposits yesterday we covered. Or 74. Okay. Shall not, so long as such failure continues, declare any dividend on his equity share. Very important. If you have bacho not complied with section 73, check here. Fails to comply with provision of section 73. Okay. Prohibition on acceptance or deposit from public. So any of the bacho section of subsection of 73 is not followed. You have not paid the deposits in time, you have not done the compliances in time, and then you want to declare dividend to your own members. अरे हाँ यार, is that बच्चों valid? Absolutely not. समझा बच्चों? All of you okay till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. ऑनलाइन वालों, त्रिशा वालों बोलो फटाफट. त्रिशा गाइस, ऑल ओके? हैप्पी बर्थडे. हाँ. तो कॉमन सेंस बच्चों, if any of the deposits are pending, you can't declare dividend, okay, till the default is made good. Check here. Section 8, common sense. Can't, there is no scope. Section 8 subsection 1 itself says 8 subsection 1. You can't declare dividend. Scope ही नहीं भाई. No scope at all. समझा? तो section 8, formation of company with charitable objects are prohibited from paying any dividend to its members. Their profit which for what will you use? Only for promotion of objects of the company. Simple or no? अरे बोलो हाँ. All of you okay? अभिजीत, आर्य, कार्तिक, भूमिका, भरत, सृजन, श्रेया, तनुश्री, कीर्ति, सिद्धेश, वरुण, मोक्षा, इफ यू देयर, समिता. ठीक है, बढ़ाएंगे बच्चों हम लोग, ऑल ऑफ यू. ठीक है, ऑलराइट. 124 UDA, unpaid dividend account. Best, again important. Okay everybody, again important. Unpaid dividend account. Declare dividend not paid or claimed, okay, to be transferred to, first of all, UDS, your unpaid dividend account. Okay बच्चों. Now here, pay attention. As soon as the company declares dividend, what happens बच्चों? Within 5 days you have to transfer to the new bank account. Overall, within 30 days you have to make the payment. And even if for any reason the payment is not done within the 30 days, okay, the shareholder is lost, not found, he did not come to the company, his the whatever letter you had sent to him, that has come, you can say that has been received back to you as undelivered, or you tried transferring in his bank account, the bank says the account is closed, the name, okay, the name is not matching, he's not in India, he's not utilizing the account since 5 years, the account has gone dormant, whatever reason, we don't care. Okay, so it is not paid from the, it can be company's mistake or unclaimed, but it can be shareholder's mistake. The point is, the right on that dividend is of the shareholder, but the right on the money which is lying with company. समझा सभी को बच्चों? That concern we are discussing right now. All of you clear? ओ नालायक हो, ठीक है ना? आगे बढ़ूं क्या मैं? ठीक है? So where a dividend has been declared by a company but has not been paid or claimed within 30 days from the date of the declaration, okay, the company shall, within 7 days from expiry of the said period of 30 days. हेमा माता जी क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे? चेक करो. Not paid बच्चों within how many days? 30 days. बराबर की नहीं? Not बोला मैंने, not. Then the company shall, within 7 days from expiry of the said period of 30 days. मतलब क्या? Pay attention. If I write down बच्चों here X is the date of declaration of dividend. So X plus बच्चों what max? 30 पेमेंट हो जाना चाहिए. करेक्ट? यहाँ से बच्चों आगे क्या? +7 ट्रांसफर टू बच्चों UDA. अरे हाँ या ना? क्लियर? अनपेड डिविडेंड अकाउंट. And from here UDA बच्चों what? Overall I'm saying 7 years. You will keep it with yourself and then transfer to बच्चों what? IEPF. This much I hope you are aware. I had given a notebook also बच्चों, lots of diagrams. कुछ याद आ रहा है कि नहीं? All of you okay? Online? ठीक है कि नहीं? All of you okay? In our regular batch, in my Pune regular batch, we had also found some students unpaid dividend account. Remember? We had gone to which website? IEPF. We had done that practical class na somewhere, somewhat. Hai na? I could not do it in Udupi batch. The net was an issue over there, I think, or I had tried, but we could not go through that website that time. Okay, but even you can check, you guys can check, बच्चों चलेगा चलो. So okay, so this 30 days payment due date, if those after when this 30 days payment is still pending for any reason, then on the 37th day you can say, so 30 plus 7, the company should transfer the money to UDA, unpaid dividend account. Now what is the unpaid dividend account? It is still with company only, but you'll transfer to a separate again bank account. You will create one more account, and which you will name that account as what? Unpaid dividend account for so and so year, and transfer that balance money over there. समझा क्या? So I see, but first of all, I hope you understood. Initially also we had started a new account within that 5 days. याद आया कि नहीं? So from that account you'll transfer to UDA. समझा? Maximum बच्चों by 37th day. ओके हो गया बच्चों? क्लियर डिलियर डन? आगे जाऊँ मैं? So company shall within 7 days from expiry of the said period of 30 days transfer the total amount of dividend which remains unpaid to a special account to be opened by company in that behalf in a scheduled bank called as UDA. Okay, please understand. Always keep that by heart in your mind. Separate bank account of a scheduled bank. Separate bank account of a scheduled bank. समझा? आगे बढ़ूँ मैं? Then once you have transferred to UDA within 90 days of such transfer to UDA, if you have doubts, please ask. At times I don't understand, my speed is high or low. Okay, in flow will teach something, you'll be like, हाँ चल रहा है. Don't do that. Please ask, or you can tell me so to slow down. That also we can try. ओ नलायक हो. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ूँ मैं? चलो. So company to prepare statement for the same within 90 days of such transfer. When have you transferred बच्चों? UDA year 37th day. Overall directly it took 7 years, but once you transfer to UDA from there within 90 days. What did I say बच्चों? From there within what? 90 days also. 90 days max. 90 days also. Okay. What will you do? You'll just prepare a small statement. Check here. Prepare a statement. Simple. Because you have to give, you can say hisab kitab. Na, hisab kitab means what? Accounting. Whose money is this? Who are the shareholders? How much amount of dividend was payable to them? Then why have they not claimed? And all those details, bacho. And the records available with you of those shareholders. That all statement you'll prepare. Okay. Containing names, address, amount of unpaid dividend to be paid, and publish on its website. Samjha? It is like going in public domain and telling that we have so much of dividend remaining unpaid or unclaimed. है ना? So please come and take if you have the legal heir or you have the right to receive it. बोलो हुआ क्या बच्चों? समझा क्या? बताओ फटाफट. Everybody now tell me बच्चों. Sorry. Everybody हुआ? बच्चों ठीक है. Within 90 days. Oh, I hope you got this. चलो आगे बढ़ते हम लोग. Default in transfer. Very important भाई, very important. If you don't transfer, मैंने क्या बोला बच्चों? If you don't transfer to UDA, okay, within that 37th day, है ना? Then what your interest will be applicable at the rate of 12%. Okay, interest will be applicable at the rate of what बच्चों? 12%. समझा क्या? So if default in transferring to UDA, default बच्चों transferring to UDA, okay, company is liable to pay interest at the rate of 12%, and interest accruing shall be paid in proportion of unpaid dividend. That is okay. That means, see, as it is, all the shareholders who could not get the dividend, they will get dividend later on. They will get dividend later on. समझा कि नहीं समझा? And then they can claim the interest. They can also claim proportional interest. At what rate? 12%. Okay. An investor to make application for claiming his unpaid dividend within a period of 7 years of such transfer to UDA. That means what? Is बच्चों that money which is still lying with company, whether the company is the owner of that money or the company is custodian of the money? What do you think, बच्चों? The money lying in the UDA, is the company owner of that money? Can it utilize it for any of the purpose? Tell me, बच्चों. Or बच्चों, the company is custodian of that money? Tell me, बच्चों. Is the company owner of that? बोलो बच्चों. Everybody? Everybody now. custodian. Very good. Shika, correct. Shika, you are from which batch? Or you are from Bangalore, Shika? Susan, very good, बच्चों. Yes, guys, correct. Yes. आ जाओ, समझो बच्चों? Okay. So please understand, once you have declared the dividend, okay, I'll just quickly summarize. Once you declare dividend, within 5 days transfer to separate bank account. Then from date of declaration of dividend again, within 30 days make payment. If payment is not done within 30 days, from there within 7 days transfer to UDA. Then once transfer to UDA, from there बच्चों again, maximum within 90 days you prepare the statement of the details of the shareholders and upload on the website. Then date of transfer of UDA, from there for 7 years you will keep it with yourself. And even after बच्चों 7 years, if you are unable to make the payment or they are unable to claim the payment, then you will transfer it to government called as IEPF. हाँ शिका, Mangalore or what? ओके यस, ठीक है बच्चों, ऑल ओके, बढ़े आगे एवरीबॉडी, ऑलराइट. चलो, ट्रांसफर ऑफ अनक्लेम्ड अमाउंट टू आईईपीएफ. रेडी बच्चों? मुझे लगा छोटा चैप्टर है, बट इट इज आल्सो टेकिंग लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम, है ना? जरा स्मॉल इंट्रिकेसीज आर देयर. चलो फटाफट. डिविडेंड रिमेनिंग अनपेड और अनक्लेम्ड फॉर 7 years, ओके, from the date of such transfer shall be transferred by company along with interest accrued on that account, but interest will keep on accruing. So when that will be transferred to UDA, not UDA, sorry, IEPF. What is IEPF? That we'll see in some time. Okay. Please understand, if you understand these 2 points, it will be very good. Otherwise, you can leave it. Okay. Pay attention. So money is sent to IEPF. Okay, clear? Fine. And the company will also transfer the shares. The company will also transfer the shares. Just now I said the company will transfer money, but this point I'm saying the company will also transfer the shares in respect of which dividend has not been paid or claimed for 7 consecutive years. Question is never asked so detailed, but still it is my duty to highlight it. Means what, for 7 continuous years, every year the company kept on declaring dividend, and every year same story, that dividend holder, the shareholder is not coming, only not claiming the money. So here the government is thinking that he will never come also in future. So why to keep even this share with the company? Let us transfer the share itself to IEPF, so that in future when the company again declares dividend, it will directly go to IEPF instead of, you can say, keeping it with the company for another 7 years. So here the government is getting greedy. Okay everybody, कुछ समझा तो ठीक, नहीं समझा तो भी ठीक. Okay all of you, if you understood you can give me thumbs up, otherwise it's okay. समझा? So shares will be transferred to the IEPF for those type of shares on which dividend is unclaimed for consecutive 7 years. Every 7 years the company declared dividend, and every 7 years same story happened. Samjha? That the shareholder did not claim the money. Okay. So it will be transferred to IEPF. Fine. However, this is also done. Let me see. I'll tell you one more thing. The shares or the dividend and the interest on the same. If all these 3 things. Arey sir. Bhandari sir. Pailagu sir. अच्छा, I mean sorry guys, I mean this on my channel also. जय सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा वाकई यहाँ पे, बहुत बढ़िया. He is my senior from an academy and we had a very blast, we had a good time. Today also I am in touch with him. So जय सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा वाकई यहाँ पे, बहुत बहुत बढ़िया सर. आपने हमारे वीडियो को क्या बोलते हैं उसको 4 चांद लगा दिए सर, है ना? थैंक यू सो मच सर. You guys can also follow him on Instagram, he has account of Law Babaji. He gives amazing tips on Instagram. He's very active there also. He is an advocate and teacher for law and audit also. Okay, so you can follow Jayesh Bhandari sir and you can have a look at his accounts also. Yes, Jayesh sir, thank you so much sir. बहुत बढ़िया कैसे करते हैं बात, फिर से करेंगे सर बात, है ना, पक्के से. थैंक यू सर फॉर कमिंग. अच्छा लगा सर आप आके. आप बस आके गए इतने में मुझको बहुत अच्छा लगा सर. डेफिनेटली ही इज अ सीनियर टू मी, सो इट फील्स वेरी गुड. या थैंक यू सर. चलो विल कंटिन्यू गाइस. हाँ, सो व्हाट वाज आई टेलिंग यू बच्चों, दैट सी व्हाटएवर मे द केस, डिविडेंड, the interest on the dividend as well as shares, even if it goes to IPF, in no case or in no way the ownership is getting transferred to company or government. We are never ever saying that ownership बच्चों is gone to government. We are never saying that. समझ रहे हो बच्चों? the owner, if he comes back, let us say if he is बच्चों settled in USA or somewhere else also, है ना बच्चों, he's gone outside, and for 7-8 years he could not come to India, never claimed. After coming here, बच्चों understood that so much of money is spending. They can always claim back the dividend, interest also, and the shares also if it has gone to IPF. So for first 7 years, he can claim from company, because for first 7 years, the money is in UDA, the money is with company. Clear? So for first 7 years, you will file forms and claim his dividend along with interest from company. But once after those 7 years, the money is gone to IPF, government, then the shareholder बच्चों will have to apply to the government. समझा के बच्चों? And over there, he will have to बच्चों demand for the money. Understood? All of you okay? चलो आगे बढ़ते हम लोग. Ready बच्चों? Remaining things, penalty I told you. Penalty is like you have to understand whatever is important is fine, otherwise leave it. It's okay. चलो, I think this table is just now explained to you in some time before, है ना बच्चों? आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Next one, 125 IPF. At times, sometimes in MCQ, the question can be asked that which of the following are incomes of IPF or which of the following are expenditure of IPF. समझा गया? All of you okay? So what is IPF? It is a government fund or government administered fund. Yes, the CG. Who बच्चों CG shall establish a fund called IPF. Obviously, the name itself is quite simple to understand. Okay. Investor education means promotion, you can say, of education between the investors. People get that you have the scheme na 25 दिन में पैसा double. Have you heard of that or no? So again, there can be lots of Ponzi schemes, fake schemes, which are attracting investors, and but they are actually not giving good returns. So to save them from such schemes, this you can say fund is trying to create awareness between the investors, है ना? So the investor education and protection fund. समझा बच्चों? All of you okay डलिया? चलो. The following amounts will be credited to the fund. Now, these are the incomes of the fund. These are the what incomes of the fund. समझा? आ जाओ. चलो. The amount given by CG by way of grants, that is okay. Grants, donation is also fine. Directly which grants given by government or donation from any of them, anybody. Amount in UD, that is again the main source of the company of the fund. I hope you're understanding the logic. The money is lying with company in UDA for 7 years, and now the companies, all the respective companies, in so many companies, but throughout the India, throughout the country, but they are all transferring after 7 years. They are transferring their respective years dividend to IEPF. समझा क्या? All of you okay? Then this is also okay. That is also okay. Check. Now what is important? I'll highlight that. The interest or other income received out of investments made from the fund. The fund will not lie idle. They have the responsibility to utilize that money and invest it somewhere. So they're going to invest that money and earn interest or whatever it is on that investments. Are you getting my point? So many companies throughout the country are sending their money to IPF. IPF is not just going to sit on cash. They're going to invest it ahead somewhere. And in say safe securities, let us say government securities, and then earn interest on the same. Samjha? Then amount received under section 38(4). That is amount received through sale. Disgorgement means what? Sale. Disposal of securities under section 38(3). 38 overall is not part of our syllabus. But there is a court process where the court can order. But the court can order for a sale of shares. The court can order for a sale of shares, and if you whatever money you receive from there, that money will go to IPF. It is neither companies, it is neither of somebody else, so it is going to the government. Okay. Application money received by company, section 39, allotment of securities. Do you remember? Over there we had discussed. I mean, application money should be received 5%, etc., and 25% as given by SEBI. Now, those monies which the company has received, and the company has not done allotment. Nalaik company बच्चों है ना? You understand nalaik बच्चों? You are nalaik ना है कि नहीं? क्या रट लिया? So application money received by companies for allotment of any securities, है ना? And due for refund. That means बच्चों company did not do allotment only. The company has not done the allotment, or it was oversubscribed, so that's why it could not give allotment to some of them. But the money is also company is keeping it. अरे हाँ या ना? Now if the company is keeping it, or for any reason बच्चों it is unclaimed. See, unpaid to बच्चों, if it is unpaid, that is बच्चों definitely company's fault. But if it is unclaimed, that means the shareholder is somehow, he died in between, he went out of India in between, whatever it is. That's why for these reasons the money is lying with company. समझा? ओ नालायको. So if again this money lies for 7 years बच्चों with the company, then even this money बच्चों has to go to IPF. Mature deposits. Matured means बच्चों the maturity period has been over. It is due for refund. Refund means it is due for repayment. समझा क्या? Deposits. Yeah, deposits we have just now covered na in yesterday's lecture. So matured deposit with companies remaining unpaid or unclaimed for 7 years. Matured means what? It is now due for repayment back to the deposit holder. Samjha? Again, matured debentures, the tenure is over. The tenure बच्चों for which the debentures were given are over. अरे हाँ या ना? Again बच्चों, matured means what? Due for principal repayment now. ओ नालायक, को समझ रहा है कि नहीं? अरे बोलो कुछ तो. 7 years. हुआ? आगे बढ़ो बच्चों में. आगे. Also interest on all of these. Interest on what? Mature deposit, debentures, and application money. This money is lying as it is for time pass with the company. So on that, whatever interest was getting accrued, even that will go back to IPF. Samjha? Sale proceeds of fractional shares arising out of issuance of bonus shares, mergers, amalgamation for 7 years or more. Okay. See, at times when you declare bonus shares, the shareholder may not have it in the same proportion. That means if at all, I'll just give you examples quickly here. If the bonus rate declared by the company is 1:3, that means for every 3 shares you will get 1 share. Are हाँ या ना? Now if the shareholder which is holding 2 shares, will he get bonus share? Are you all with me? What is the ratio? 1:3. That means for every 3 share you will get 1 share. But if the shareholder which is actually holding 2 shares, but will he get bonus share? No. What will he get then? Anybody? Can you all tell me? I'll wait for your answers. I'll wait for your answers. बोलो बच्चों फटाफट. Everybody now. Come on बच्चों. Answer quickly now. Let me see in the comments. What will the shareholder get if he's holding only 2 shares? But the bonus shares ratio is 1:3. What will he do? Okay, Arya, good answer. Tell me, bachcho, Trisha students. Avisha, good answer. Very good. That was fast. Good, bacha. Good. Keep it up. I hope this is, you were aware, maybe from accounting, from bonus shares or anyhow. You know? Very good, bacho. The equivalent or proportional cash. Cash needs to be paid or no now. And again, same reason. Now again, same thing, bacho. If the cash could not be paid or unclaimed, it is the same amount lying with the company, which belongs to somebody else, but lies with the company, again will be kept for maximum for 7 years, and after that will be given to IEPF. Samjha? Same story, बच्चों. Redemption amount of preference shares. Same story. Again it is repayable ना बच्चों. हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. आगे. Utilization of funds means what? Expenditure. Refund. Obviously now all those shareholders will come back to whom? After 7 years, if they come back to India, after 7-10 years of coming back, they will declare, they will what? Try to get it from whom? The IEPF. Okay, so that is refunds. Then actual awareness protection, all of that programs which they conduct, that is fine. आगे बढ़ेंगे हम लोग. Eligible and identifiable applicants who have suffered losses due to wrong actions by any person in accordance with orders made by the court. So your tribunal also has, you can say, power that some money as it is lying with IPF, they can use it, but they can use it to compensate to anybody who has suffered losses in the Companies Act. Okay, so the power is given to whom? Power is given to court. Reimbursement of legal expenses incurred in pursuing class action suit. Section 37 बच्चों याद आ रहा है कुछ? That means the entire class can take action. That is what बच्चों class action suit. अरे हाँ या ना? Clear? So in conducting that class action suit, whatever legal expenditure may be there from the shareholder's side, that expenditure which can be reimbursed by court order. अरे हाँ या ना? Tribunal order. Okay, everybody? समझा? So keep that in mind. हुआ आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Constitution fund is okay. Working is also okay. The IP which has to maintain a separate bank account. Separate accounts, okay, that is fine. Who will audit the IPF? CAG. CAG bachcho will audit the IEPF. Okay, bachcho? All of you okay? That is fine. Everything is ready. Remaining of IPF is fine. They'll prepare their own accounts. They'll submit to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Okay? Check here. The CG. Say quickly, check. The CG shall cause the annual report of the IPF and the audit report. Audit report, who will prepare? CAG. है कि नहीं? Who will prepare the annual report? The IPF itself. Okay, बच्चों? The authority shall prepare annual report. Authority means IPF. Okay? And give it to CG. Then बच्चों CG will forward the annual report plus audit report to whom? Parliament, Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. समझा क्या? All okay? आगे बढ़े हम लोग बच्चों. All of you ready? चलो. Right of dividend, right shares and bonus shares to be held in abeyance pending registration of transfer of shares. Abeyance का बच्चों मतलब कि abeyance means और बच्चों on hold. Simple. What does section 126 say? It is first of all, section 126 is overriding all the sections of the act. Look at the wordings. Very important. Section 126 overrides will apply notwithstanding any other provision of this act. That means section 126 overrides all of them. समझे क्या बच्चों? All of you okay? Oh नालायको. What is section 126 about? Right of dividend, right shares and bonus shares to be held in pending abeyance. What is pending? If the registration of transfer of shares is pending, means what? A sold. Have I given an example here? No. Let us say बच्चों. A sold his shares to B. A sold बच्चों what? Shares to B. In the company's record, it is still A's name. In the बच्चों company's record, it is still A's name. But who was actually owner of the shares now? B. But B's name is not yet uploaded or updated in ROM, register of members. So बच्चों B, all right of B बच्चों will kept on hold. समझा कि नहीं समझा? Please tell me understood or repeat. A sold shares to B. A's name is not yet removed from ROM. B's name बच्चों is not yet updated in ROM. So B's बच्चों, even if he is the legal owner, still all his rights, right shares, bonus shares and dividend बच्चों, all these rights of that B बच्चों है ना, the buyer, his बच्चों, all these rights will be kept on hold. समझा बच्चों? बोलो फटाफट. All okay? Everybody? अरे ठीक है क्या? बढ़ो आगे मैं बच्चों. चलो. When any instrument of transfer has been delivered to a company for registration, section 56, याद करो section 56, okay, transfer. And the transfer of such shares is not yet been registered. Means the buyer's bachcho name is not yet been updated. Okay. The company shall transfer the dividend of such dividend bachcho to what? UDA. Okay. Unless the company is authorized by registered holder, means transferor of such share in writing to pay such dividend to the transferee specified in such instrument of transfer. The instrument of transfer means what bachcho? Just an agreement between seller and buyer. Okay, instrument transfer is what bachcho? Agreement between seller and buyer. So that agreement, if the seller has already told, okay, as an instruction to the company that please you can pay the dividend directly to the buyer, then bachcho, only in that case the company can pay the dividend directly to the buyer, even if the buyer's name is not updated in the register of members. Samjha? Clear? If that is not written in the agreement, the company will not pay bachcho dividend to the buyer, even because his name is not updated in the register of members. Then what will the company do? The company which will transfer this money to UDA, unpaid dividend account. Anna, can the buyer get the dividend later on? Yes, he can claim that money later on. The money which will lie with where? In UDA. समझेगा बच्चों? All of you okay clear? अरे बोलो हाँ. All of you okay? Everybody? चलो आगे बढ़ता हूँ. ओके. ऑलराइट, आगे बढ़े हम लोग. ओके शिखा, अभिजीत, भूमिका. भूमिका, you are which batch बेटा? भूमिका also Trisha what? आ जाओ. चलो, punishment for failure to distribute dividend. Okay, punishment for failure to distribute dividend. One of the most important section of this chapter. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन ऑफ दिस चैप्टर. समझा? रेडी? आ जाओ. Punishment for failure to distribute dividend means once you have declared, you have to pay. Once you have declared, but you have to pay. Samjha? You can't give bonus shares instead of dividend if you have declared. Okay, Bhumika. Yeah. Payment for non-payment of dividend in time. What is the time, bacho? 30 days. And so you have not paid bacho within 30 days. Directly directors. Okay. If he is knowingly a party to default, be punishable with the imprisonment which may extend to 2 years. Star mark. Okay, some of you ask me the penalties. This is the one of the important penalties. 127. समझा बच्चों? All of you okay? बढ़ू आगे मैं. He means who बच्चों? Director. So first of all, what do we see? We have seen very rarely in some only sections the imprisonment provisions are the imprisonment. Okay. So here the imprisonment बच्चों is still continued. For what? 2 years he can be imprisoned. He shall also be liable for a fine. Also, which shall not be less than 1,000 rupees per day, during which such default continues. And look at the wordings, there is no upper limit. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, nothing. It is one of the riskiest provision. One of the riskiest provisions for whom? Director. कुछ समझा क्या? Very important. Okay. So every director who is knowingly a party to this, that he knows and he was aware that companies declare dividend but not paid within 30 days. Then what will happen? What will happen? Imprisonment up to 2 years and fine of rupees 1,000 per day without any upper limit. All of you okay? समझा? चलो. And now check on another person who is responsible. Company. Again, company. Clear, Delia? Company shall also be liable to pay simple interest at the rate of 18%. In the same chapter, but you have two different rates of interest. Do you remember? In the same chapter. Just now we saw sometime back UDA. Sorry, for UDA, but it is 12%, na? If it is late transfer to UDA. But here, but what? It is 18% if it is you have not paid dividend in time. Who will be liable for that? Company. During which the default continues. हुआ बच्चों? आगे बढ़े हम लोग. आगे. Exceptions. Ready? Exceptions. Where the dividend could not be paid by reason of operation of law. There is some court order or change in law or rules, or there is so you can see the accounts have been freezed because of some law or legal process, court order. Then you cannot issue the dividend. That means it is basically beyond our control. Very important. It is basically beyond our control. So if the dividend could not be paid because of operation of any law. समझा क्या बच्चों? All of you okay till here? हाँ. Or where a shareholder has given directions to the company. Where a shareholder has given what directions to the company. Direction means not instruction, na bachcho. Very much. Direction means not instruction to the company regarding payment of the dividend, and those instructions cannot be complied with, and the same has been communicated to the shareholder. Very important. When the shareholder says, he tells to the company, the shareholder informs the company that please transfer my dividend only to ICICI bank account. Don't transfer anywhere else. Clear all of you? Then the company will transfer to ICICI bank account only. They'll try. And they tried. But the bank replied, the ICICI bank replied, name is not matching, surname is not matching, number is not matching. So the money could not be paid to the shareholder. Clearly, with whom the money is still lying? Company. Clearly here? And here onwards, if the company does not inform the shareholder, the company does not inform the shareholder, what the company did not inform the shareholder? They did not tell. Sir, we tried, but because of some error with the bank and your name mismatch, we could not pay. This was not informed to the shareholder. Then company is liable for penalty. Now, company is liable for non-payment. Section 127 will be applicable if company did not inform. So please underline and highlight this, that here and is there and. That means company has to intimate to the shareholder. समझेगा बच्चों? All of you okay? अरे बोलो हाँ, नालायक हो, बोलो हाँ. अब फिर से वीडियो लैग मार रहा है क्या? ऑलराइट. ओके बच्चों, बढ़े आगे हम लोग बच्चों. ऑल ऑफ यू कैन आई गो अहेड? ऑलराइट. Where there is a dispute, third you can say category, where there is a dispute regarding the right to receive the dividend, regarding which of the what right to receive the dividend, बराबर है. Means what? There is some family, some you can say family issue. Some what? Some family issue going on between who is the owner of the shares. Okay? अरे हाँ या ना? हे भगवान. Not working like that. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. Where the dividend has been lawfully, where the dividend has lawfully adjusted, where the dividend bachcho has been lawfully adjusted by the company against some due from it from the shareholder. Important. Means the member is also liable to pay to the company, and the company bachcho has also declared dividend. So this will be set off against each other, na? This will be logically bachcho what? Set off against each other. Okay, company has declared dividend. So it is payable. But there is also company has called some money on the shares. The member has not paid. Common sense logically bachcho what will happen? It will be set off against each other. For any reason, okay, bachcho, or change in law, है ना? Beyond the control of the company again. बराबर की नहीं? All of you. क्या हो गया? Why the video is hanged over there? Trisha, it's going on, no? It's going on. Yeah. Second, bachcho, what? The shareholder had given instructions to for a particular, what you can say, method of payment or account, and the company bachcho could not follow it, that particular method, but he has given the communication to the shareholder that yes, we could not follow that particular method. Then only and only then the company is not liable. Then there is a dispute regarding who will receive the dividend. Then the dividend is bachcho adjusted against any amount payable by the shareholder to the company. And lastly, bachcho, any other reason not at the fault of the company. Hua? Chalo. Compiler, I hope some of you have ordered already. Some of you have received also. I think Srijna, I think somebody had ordered from Udupi only, I think. Just two days back. So I hope you okay, 26 pages. One page has again almost 2 questions. That means again, like I said, 50 questions तो ये हो गए तुम्हारे. Yes? Including MCQs भी होकर भी मैंने दिए. I have given MCQs also over there. Some questions are there about what? Case study also. Right. This will be helpful, bachcho, in your last month. So this will be very much helpful. If at all you want to have a grip on your chapter, then I'll say yes. Use the compiler. Okay, all of you? Fine. I've sent you the link, so I think already everybody. If you want, you can keep it. No issues. समझा? आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Q&A are there in the study material also. That obviously I hope that you have already covered. But if you're not, then compiler or MTP, RTP, PYQ, that is your choice. समझा बच्चों? आगे बढ़े हम लोग, all of you. चलो, या क्या करें हम लोग? बोलो. चैप्टर 3 चालू करें? बोलो बच्चों. Everybody? All of you tell me बच्चों. बताओ. Everybody tell me quickly. Okay, अरे भाई. I'm going from important to less important, by the way, है ना? मतलब this is also important only. But I covered 5, 6, 8 for the accumulation. That means small chapters. I mean, we have that confidence na, that in 2 lectures, 3 chapters are over. है कि नहीं बच्चों? as you deem fit. Okay, beta. Okay, fine. All right, all right, all right. Ready? Prospectus and allotment of securities. Okay, come back to the mentality of this chapter. Means mentality means what, bacho? What is this? Why? What is this chapter about? Yeah, but you are again raising funds from public by issuing prospectus. Yeah, we are doing bacho here public issue, private placement, IPO, FPO, OFS, and private placement. Okay, so I'll just quickly be brief about it. Chalega? Chal. Pay attention. I've already done some highlights over here, so don't be worried. Two types of companies: private company and public company. Yes, Chalia. But a private company can do private placement. Absolutely yes. It can do right shares, yes, and bonus shares, yes. Public company bachcho can do what? Bachcho bonus shares, yes, right shares, yes. And some of them bachcho always get confused. Are can public company bachcho do private placement? Absolutely yes. It is always like that bachcho, that whatever the private company can do, that can be done by public company also. समझा कि नहीं समझा? All of you okay till here? अरे बोलो हाँ. Everybody बोलो फटाफट हाँ. ठीक है? So please understand, yes, public company can also do private base for FPO further. That means again new shares we are creating and giving it to people, and over what offer for securities or offer for sale. Offer. That means the company is giving, not the company, the existing shareholder बच्चों are giving offer. समझा? आगे बढ़े हम लोग. चलो fine. आ जाओ. So what does section 23 say? Okay, that you can't give public offer without issuing prospectus. You can't give बच्चों public offer without issuing prospectus. अरे हाँ है ना? Just a minute, उसको बस चार्जिंग देखने दो. How much charging? Yeah, charging is there. Yeah. You can't give. मैंने क्या बोला बच्चों? You can't give public offer बच्चों what? Without issuing prospectus. समझा? That is the simple बच्चों logic of section 23. And what does section 23 also say furthermore? That SEBI rules will be applicable. SEBI बच्चों rules will be applicable only on which companies बच्चों? Which are listed or intends to get listed. Which are listed बच्चों या फिर what? Intends to get listed. समझा कि नहीं समझा? All of you okay? अरे बोलो हाँ. So check here. Can बच्चों public offer be given by public company? Absolutely yes. But can बच्चों public offer be given by private company? Absolutely no. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Scope ही नहीं बच्चों. अरे हाँ है ना? Can बच्चों private investment be done by public company? Yes. And private company also yes. So it is yes, yes. है ना? Yes and yes. बच्चों वो private company as well as public company. Private placement. Right shares, bonus shares बच्चों both of them are allowed, private as well as public. But comply with SEBI rules बच्चों who will do? Only listed companies or the company which intends to get listed. अरे हाँ है ना? So yes, if listed or intends to list itself. But with a private company, are you listing them normally? No. So it is not. It has nothing to do with SEBI rules and regulations. समझेगा बच्चों? All of you okay? Everybody? बढ़े आगे? Okay. आ जाओ. 24 as it is not part of our syllabus, no issues. चलो आ जाओ. What is बच्चों prospectus? Everybody? This by heart. तो obviously I told you. I always have told you बच्चों. At least the name of the chapter you should always know, है ना बच्चों? What is बच्चों prospectus? It is invitation to public, है ना? So it is बच्चों what? Any document first of all mentioned as prospectus, but it includes red herring and shell prospectus. Include बच्चों what? Red herring and shell prospectus. अरे हाँ, 31 and 32. Yes everybody? As well as any notice, circular advertisement. Any notice, circular advertisement. Your heart means बच्चों by heart. Okay? Any notice, circular advertisement or any other document inviting offers from public. Inviting बच्चों what? Offers from public. अरे हाँ है ना? So by any name called. Now here बच्चों see, if the document you don't call it as prospectus, pay attention. If the document you are not calling it as prospectus, but the purpose is to give offer to public. But your purpose is to what? Give offer to public. It will be still called as prospectus only. कुछ समझा कि नहीं all of you? ओ नलायक हो. Yes? Everybody? समझा everybody? अरे बोलो हाँ. ठीक है. So let me बच्चों give, or may not give, but go under the concept of types of prospectus. चलेगा? आगे बढ़े बच्चों हम लोग. I want to cover the types of prospectus पहले. Come to section 30. Advertisement of prospectus, I'll cover 30, 31, 32 quickly. Okay. I will cover 30, 31, 32 quickly बच्चों. चलेगा? आ जाओ. 30 is what? Advertisement of prospectus. आ जाओ बच्चों. Wherever you have it in your textbook. ICSE sentimental also. इतना खिचड़ी करके रखा है मैंने बहुत. Too much of खिचड़ी यार. खिचड़ी, you understand बच्चों? खिचड़ी. Yes. It's like पुलाव. चलो कहाँ पे हम लोग? 30. There are so much to cover here. This chapter, next chapter also, है ना? At least this chapter will cover half at least today. है ना बच्चों? Mangalore students all okay? Bichare Mangalore, not Bichare but Bichare. I hope you had also studied properly, है ना? Let's start. Okay, 30, 31 and 32. Arya beta, you studying or no? These are guys I met. किनको मिला मैं? यशवर्धन and क्या नाम था उसका? पृथ्वीराज, कुणाल. I met them. प्रेस्टीज पे थे वो लोग. At least I hope वो पढ़ते हैं. Ready everybody? चलो all of you ready? आ जाओ. हाँ. 30. Advertisement of prospectus means what? You are advertising the prospectus. Okay, you have prepared the prospectus, but you're also advertising it. So when you're going to advertise the prospectus, बच्चों क्या क्या उसमें होना चाहिए? Contents of in the prospectus advertisement. ना बच्चों I'm talking of in the advertisement of prospectus, not prospectus बच्चों. Prospectus we are going to learn in section 26. The matters to be stated in prospectus. Pay attention. What did I say? The matters to be stated in prospectus I will cover in section 26. Talking of advertisement of prospectus, you are giving advertisement to public that we have issued an prospectus. That advertisement which we are talking about. So that advertisement what all should be there. Contents of its MOA, about object clause, liability clause, and the amount of share capital. In the advertisement, these three things should be there belonging to MOA. क्या? Object clause, liability clause, and share capital clause. Then name of signatories to the memorandum, subscribers, and the number of shares subscribed for by them, and its capital structure. Authorized, subscribed, paid up, issued, everything. And debentures, whatever debts, whatever it is. Or howsoever they have raised the capital. Clearly, all of you? All of you okay? What is shelf prospectus? Shelf means बच्चों having a shelf life. Shelf life means a temporary life. It is not permanent. Just like your food items, बच्चों they cannot be stored for 5-10 years. अरे हाँ या ना? But once you open, once you buy a chips packet or a biscuit packet or a chuda or a farsan, whatever, eating some eatable bachcho packet, it has a shelf life of let us say next 3 months. So you eat it, keep it again. You eat it, bachcho, keep it again. You eat it, keep it again. Can it be used multiple times up to the bachcho shelf life? Yes, provided if you keep it properly. So can you use it bachcho many times? Yes, but can you use it many times till its overall shelf life? Answer is yes. Similarly, the prospectus having a shelf life can be used multiple times till its bachcho shelf life. Now, what do you mean by use? My goodness, the video is lagging so much. What is bachcho the use of prospectus always? Tell me. The bachcho prospectus is always issued for what purpose? Huh? The prospectus is issued for what purpose? So that the public can apply for shares. अरे हाँ है ना, the public can also subscribe for shares. Yes or no, everybody? बराबर. Clear? So here you can do multiple issues. Again, I'm repeating. What you can do, Vachu? You can do multiple issues, multiple public offers using only one single prospectus. You need not prepare the prospectus again and again. You need not, but you prepare the prospectus again and again. सभी को समझ रहे हैं? All of you? ओ बच्चों, ठीक है कि नहीं? Fine. Okay. So check. What is the tenure? Okay, it is bachcho 1 year. What is the shelf life of shelf prospectus? 1 year. As the period of validity of such prospectus which shall commence from starting from date of opening of first offer. Date of opening of first offer. कुछ समझा ऊपर से गया? Everybody. This is important, na, this is important, very, 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 very important. It is not the date of filing with ROC. It is not the date of getting the approval from ROC. It is not, bacho, any other date. Okay? Or you can say it is not the date of advertisement of prospectus. It is not the date of advertisement to public. It is the date of opening of first offer. Samjha? The date when you have the date. Hana Bharat. Yeah. There is some issue with the settings actually. The date, what did I say? The date of opening of first offer. From that day, the prospectus बच्चों is the shelf life. This prospectus बच्चों has shelf life of what? 1 year. ठीक है? Everybody okay here? Information memorandum. Information memorandum. एक मिनट बच्चों, एक ही मिनट. I don't know what is the issue of that lag. देखते हैं हम लोग. बहुत खतरनाक जगह पे मैं हैंग हो जाता हूँ. वेरी वेरी वियर्ड फेसेस. या चलो आगे बढ़े हम लोग. Information memorandum containing all material facts. Material means what बच्चों important. Or related to new charges created, changes in financial position of the company as have occurred between the first offer of security. See, please pay attention. Case study based question can be asked. That company wants to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 issues during the year. So the question is whether if at all they want to do 10 issues during the year, 10 offers during the year. The question is whether they will have to prepare 10 prospectus. Answer is no. They can prepare one single prospectus called as shelf prospectus. Now using that one single prospectus, you can do 10 offers. अरे हाँ है ना. But let us say example के लिए, okay, for example, if the first offer was done in the month of April, if the first offer बच्चों was done in the month of April, and later on they want to do बच्चों one more offer in the month of December, अरे हाँ है ना, they will not issue another prospectus because the shelf prospectus is you can say still effective, still alive, still usable. But there will be obviously changes in the financial position of the company. There will be what changes in the financial position of the company, financial position. The profit may have went up or down, or they have done lots of borrowings. The debt might have gone up, or you can also say the charges has been created more in the favor of bank, etc., etc. अरे हाँ है ना बच्चों, all of you okay till here? So that changes